What's up my friends, it's Mike again, glad to have you guys back. Today we have a video about my favorite iPad accessory, and that is the Logitech Combo Touch keyboard case. So I've been using this for the past 3 weeks and I'm a huge iPad user, like this is my #1 used device. And I can say that using this keyboard case really enhanced my experience, whether I was using it for media consumption or to actually get work done. And I'm really excited to tell you guys that Logitech is partnering with me in this video. And even though they're the video sponsor, this is something that I would have got for myself anyways. Because it just checks all the boxes when it comes to functionality, design, and durability, and I think it has unique features that even the Apple Magic Keyboard doesn't have, and it's also at a better price. So without further ado, here's a few reasons why this setup is perfect for what I do as a full-time creator on YouTube and Instagram. So first, as a video creator, I do a ton of scripting and research using Notion on my iPad. So typing on this is very important for me, and this keyboard does not disappoint. In fact, typing on it feels great. I like how the keys give a tactile feeling along with a satisfying thud sound when typing. I can actually type really quickly on it, and it's quiet enough so it doesn't disturb anyone. It also has a bunch of shortcuts built right on top of the keyboard, which the Apple Magic Keyboard doesn't have. It has shortcuts like the home button, screen brightness, multimedia keys, and volume keys, and I think that's super useful because I don't need to touch the screen to control those anymore. This just really enhances the laptop experience and makes it very efficient and easy to use. There's also shortcuts to adjust the brightness of the backlighting on the keyboard. There's actually 16 levels, which I think is a bit overkill. 5 or 10 would have been fine. But anyways, having a shortcut like this is super useful because if you use the Apple Magic Keyboard, you would actually have to go into settings and tap a few more buttons to adjust the backlighting on your keyboard, and I think that just doesn't make sense. I'd much rather adjust it with a tap of a button. At the bottom of the keyboard, you'll find that huge trackpad. It works great because you can use all the multi-touch gestures to easily control your iPad without having to touch the screen. The trackpad is also quite responsive as well when moving the cursor around. And the keyboard is actually connected through the smart connectors on the back of the case, and the best part about it is that you don't need external batteries. It's connected and powered by the iPad itself. So I really think that this keyboard is jam-packed with functionality, and it really transforms my iPad into a useful laptop setup for everyday productivity. And as a photographer, I do a ton of photo editing on my iPad because I think it's a lot easier than doing it on my desktop. And while I'm doing that, I do find that the keyboard is kind of in the way, so when I don't need it, I just simply detach it. And this is the feature that makes this whole keyboard case awesome, because I think it gives you the best of both worlds by giving you the flexibility of transforming your tablet into a laptop setup just like that. But anyways, when I'm editing photos, I like to use it in this mode and actually press it all the way down. I really feel that when I'm editing photos here like this, it just gives me a more ergonomic angle so my neck isn't drooping down the whole time like this staring at the iPad, and it just reduces a lot of neck strain. And for someone who does this for a long time, like that is very important. And an important thing to note here is that this stand is actually quite stable, so when I'm editing and pressing with my Apple Pencil, it's not wobbling on the sides. Also, I do a lot of note-taking using Notability, and when I do that, I like to fold it up and just write my notes like this, and it just feels more natural this way as well. So I just love how versatile this setup is. It adapts to everything that I do in my workflows. And when I want to wind down and just watch movies or TV shows, I can simply turn it back into a TV stand, just like boom. So I'm quite impressed with this hinge. You can open it up very quickly, and you can actually adjust it to any angle that you want so that you have the most comfortable viewing angle. And there's actually one more use case with the hinge that I've been using. I actually like to use the hinge like this and put my hand underneath for more support, and I can just hold it like this while using it. So if you're a gamer or someone who needs to hold your iPad in landscape mode a lot, this is actually very, very useful. As for the design and build quality, I found that the case provides a ton of protection and that the material makes it very, very easy to clean. The textured fabric design looks great and feels good to the touch. It also gives a bit of grip as well, so it's more secure when I'm holding it by itself. As a bonus, I love how it hides all my fingerprints and oily smudges from my sweaty hands. This is great because I don't feel the need to clean it after every time I use it. In fact, I'm actually quite amazed because my hands get quite sweaty during the summer, and after 3 weeks of use, there's no stains at all. The most that I have to do to maintain it is to wipe it with a wet wipe once in a while. As for the case itself, it's got you covered on all 4 corners and edges, except for this one spot where it's cut out to charge your Apple Pencil. And I really like this design where the case stays on even without the keyboard, because I mean, when you're using it in laptop mode, things happen like this. So if you have kids and you want to just hand your iPad over to them, this is gonna not break. And the other thing is that when you're actually holding the iPad itself, it feels lightweight and slim. The case does not take away from the slim design of the iPad, and you can see that the cutouts are very precise with the speakers and mics, and it also has buttons that cover your volume rockers that are very easy to press. So anyways, I just love how durable this thing is and how it protects my iPad. I don't have to worry about scratching the screen or the back or anything like that. It just gives me that peace of mind that I can take my iPad anywhere with me. So overall, I really think that this case enhances the experience of using an iPad and extend its functionality to use it better as a laptop. And I really think that using a keyboard case like this really changed my whole experience of using the iPad, because before I was kind of limited by the accessory that I use. Some would only have the keyboard by itself and no case cover, and some would just be a stand like this without the keyboard. So I think Logitech really put a lot of time to design this in an elegant way while keeping its functionality and making it durable enough for everyday use. But anyways, I definitely think that this is going to be a great accessory for anyone who uses the iPad. This definitely gets the Mike Watt seal of approval. So guys, if you're interested, I have a link in the description below for you to check this out. And if you have any questions at all about this, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to help you out. And if you're still watching up to this point, thank you so much for supporting my videos. Make sure to drop a fire emoji to let me know that you watch up till this point. And that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the very next video. Bye! And when I'm finished everything here, I can, plop it on the table and talk to this and talk to that at the same time, so that I can just talk and talkity talk.